Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jamudirayat Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Hari Om Tat Sat Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं जगतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय नमो जगन्नाथ की जय गुरुदास गौतम की जय सदाशिव की जय तुलसी महाराज की जय प्रेम से गो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। जय रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तों की जय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Creative Impetus, Chapter 14. Material world is great forest of enjoyment. I think verse number 22. 22. Let's see. Continuing from yesterday. 23. 5:14 23. अथ च तस्मात् उभयतापि हि कर्मास्मिन् आत्मनः संसारवपनं उदाहरन्ति। अथ च तस्मात् उभयता अपि हि कर्मास्मिन् आत्मनः संसार अवपनम् उदाहरन्ति। Here, who is speaking? Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Maharaj Parikshit about the one who is attached to the results. Atacha tasma, therefore, obeyatapi, ni karmasmin, atmana samsara avapanam udaharanti. They're always attached to results to enjoy the fruits. Second chapter beginning, we have seen famous verse 2.47. After explaining the body and soul, not the body or the spirit soul, you should be sober as a dress. You're taking out old dress and wearing new dress. This body is constantly changing from young body to youthhood body to old age. It's constantly changing. You should be sober. You should tolerate matras prasasthavantaya. The gradual one by Vasamsa Jirnani. Almost 20 plus verses from all the way from 13 to 30. And then he begins Karma Yoga from 30 to 40. Okay, forget about this. At least you should do your duty. So as a Kshatriya, at least you should do that. And then further, then he is speaking. Sankhya Yoga is over, then Karma Yoga is over. Now he is speaking about the do it without attachment results. 2.47 famous verse. Before that is mix. Why should he do that? Because he will be saved from greatest danger. Before he starts speaking about bhakti, he speaks about the why we should engage in process of devotion service and not be attached to results. Nishkama karma. Bhagavad Arpita Nishkama karma. Result should be offered to the Supreme Lord. So then 2.47 karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhut matos sangost akarmani. Akarma means one engaging it in service of the Lord, not attached to the result for himself. That is the akarma. Karma means as per the scripture injunction, one doing activity is called karma. Vikarma means against religious principles, against shastra, against guru. One is doing it. That is vikarma. Then karma is following the religion because that's still attached results. Okay, if you want to get a good vibe, then you have to worship Lord Shiva and Parvati like that. It's a different demigod worship, you will get different results like that. There are different processes recommended, but that's for those who are attached to the result. But if one wants to attain the perfection, then Kechit Kevalaya Bhaktya Vasudev Parayana Agam Dhanvanti Karsneharam Vasika. One should worship the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna to attain everything, but it's not easy because we are attached to results. So that's why one is to chant the holy name. Simply by chanting the holy name, one can attain pure devotion service. One can attain Krishna, but it's not so easy to chant because we are attracted and attached to many things in this life. That is the main problem. That's why Acharyas are explaining from the beginning. Lord Krishna himself is explaining. So one should chant the holy name, and one should also give the mercy to others. These two are the prominent, and one should develop Yukta Vairagya. Not artificial renunciation, not dry renunciation, not monkey renunciation, not smashan renunciation, not dry means Sushka Vairagya, monkey renunciation, Makar Vairagya, the smashan Vairagya. This stays only for few days or in a day for some time, shorter period, but changes, mind changes again. In the third chapter, Karma Yoga, Lord is describing because why should I follow? Because one has to engage in sacrifices. Everybody has to subsist on food grains. In order to get food grains, you have to perform sacrifices. The best sacrifice is chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So because that is everywhere. Srimad Bhagavatam. So at the end also same verse is there. Forgetting. Nama Sankirtanamasti Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukkha Samatannamam Harim Param. There also the same thing. Before also Sakadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj on the same point. Second canto, chapter 1. Etad nirvidyamananam chitamukito vayam yoginam rupanir harer namanukitram. It doesn't say one time, always constantly. Nama Anukirtana means constantly, repeatedly, continuously. Same thing Bhagavad Krishna is speaking. Anta kale chamamyo smaran mukta kalevaram. To come to that practice, remembering Lord at the end, unless you practice it, it doesn't happen. Yam yam bhav smaran bhav. Whatever you remember, that's what you'll get. You remember something else other than Krishna, that is the type of body one will get. And so that's why one has to remember Krishna. And Lord doesn't give easily himself. Lord gives very easily liberation. Muktir dadati karechit mukunda. One who gives liberation is called mukunda. That he can give easily. But he himself, he will not give himself. That is Krishna. Means entering into Goloka Vrindavan, that consciousness has to be there. So for that, different instructions are there throughout. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructing Raghunath Das Goswami. Same point on the attachment to results only. Um, it tells Stira Hoya Gare Vatul. Don't become madman. Don't be attached to result. Don't act externally. Don't show. It says Loka Dekhana. So don't do the type of service, a type of activity, type of sacrifices, type of devotion service to show people, to show off. That kind of devotion service you should not do. So, what is directly telling to Raghunath Das Goswami? You should be fixed in devotion service. How? You should be in Yukta Vairagya. Externally, show like, yes, I'm a materialistic person, I'm very attached. You are in the world. But internally, you practice devotion service completely detached from it. As to Prabhupada, they're all traveling and going to Detroit. This was a Ford Motor Company. Ambarish Prabhu was there, Henry Ford, grandson of Henry Ford, was there in the car, and then a few others were there. And then they have seen Fisher Mansion, a beautiful temple now. At that time, it was completely dilapidated. Area is good, but all neighborhood is completely so much crime and whatnot, all kinds of engagement of activities. But this building was there, very big building. It's completely suitable for the temple. Henry Ford grandson Ambrish Prabhu itself, no, this is not suitable because everything, the area is not good. Whole thing is completely a disaster. It won't work. We should not come here. It may be safety problem for the devotees. Many things. Everybody kind of rejected. But Sri Prabhupada said, no, this is we should. This is very good for the building the temple. This is when by putting the Lord here, inviting the Lord here, everything else, you start distributing prasadam, you start sankirtan, then everything will automatically, completely purified, everything will be perfect. Today, beautiful Pressure Mansion is the whole thing, neighborhood has changed completely. So, Amresh Prabhu says, yeah, I didn't understand what is Yukta Vairagya, but Prabhupada knows how to engage. Then immediately right away, it was 350,000. It was actually millions of dollars. But somehow, because in that area it was there, so nobody's ready to buy. So that's why the price is so less. So then Prabhupada immediately said, let us offer 350,000. We are mendicants. You should give it for free. Then they were shocked, realtor and realtor lady. So then, okay, we'll offer 300,000. That's my price. Prabhupada said it, and then immediately right away, Ambarish Prabhu and then Lekha Sravanti, both of them gave the money. Somehow the other right away, arranged right away. So then it was paid off. Beautiful temple was constructed. Means how to see everything in the service of the Lord. Yukta Vairagya means where is the verse? Anasaktasya vishan yatarham upayandja. Anasaktasya vishan. Vishan means material objects. Everything you see, not what will I get. So that's what one is attached to. If I do this, what result I will get? That I will be happy or not. So in that sense, one will be always thinking about. But as soon as you see in service to the Lord, yeah, Anasakta Yatarhope Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe. It should be in relation with Krishna. Nirbandhe Krishna Yukta Vairagyam, which is that is a real renunciation. So Raghunath Das Goswami told, don't eat palatial food, luxurious food. Don't dress also luxuriously. Later, after he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he attained Jagannath Puri. Then he told this instruction, but before also he told, be in the Yukta Vairagya, don't be attracted to the worldly things, don't act so madly outside, but be internally fixed. For that, intelligence is required. In third chapter, look at Karma Yoga chapter. Krishna is telling, all the sacrifice, everything is situated in me. Because who has given the instruction? Then it is coming from all this knowledge is coming from my mouth, breathing. So all the transcendental knowledge. Karma Brahmodvam is Brahmaksha Samadvam Tasya Yajne Pratishtita. The third chapter, verse number, I think 18 or 19. So all these ignas, everything is situated in transcendence, and this knowledge is coming from me, from myself, Apaurusheya. It is not man-made. This is all these Vedas, Upanishads, everything is not created by some human being condition. So no, directly coming from the Supreme Lord. And then further at the end, you will see that lust, anger, greed, and then how to counteract this attachment to the results. Only way you can sharpen your intelligence. Then you go back to Sanatana Goswami Siksha, there it is clearly mentioned. How can you attain Krishna? There it's clearly given that Swadharmasya avabodhaya. Intelligence has to be very much sharpened. Nirbandhani mati. Bandha means bondage. Nirbandhani means free from all the bondage, attachment results. Mati. Mind has to be fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. But generally it's not fixed. So, because we have not understood, if you are hungry, we will eat immediately. But we are not hungry for Krishna. That is the problem. We are not hungry for chanting. So, repeatedly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to all the instructions, this is the primary instruction. Chanting of the Nama Sankirtan is the main. But the priority and the importance has to be placed on the chanting of the holy name, especially in the morning. Wherever, whenever, whoever is not placing that and he is not hearing it, so then he won't be able to, they won't be able to chant. They won't be able to wake up, they won't be able to chant, they won't be able to do attentively, and then they can't give up this attachment to all the thing. One should be attached to the Krishna by the holy name and also the beauty of Krishna. Yes, from all the way from his forehead to the toe, from the lotus feet. That is the Harinam also there. It is mentioned. Rupa Goswami is giving Namastaka prayers. Nikila Sruti Ratnamala Jiti Mauli Ratnamala Jiti Nirajita Pada Pankajanta Ayi Mukta Kulairu Pasyaman. Iti Harinama Samsana. We should take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. The toenails of the lotus feet. It's like a jewels, pearls, bedecked with what is decorated with. As Radha Gopinath, Radha Govind Dev, you will see those verses. Krishnadas Goswami has given. It is jeweled thrones. Vamsi Vadastadastitau. Karshan Venu Sanayar Gopinath Sriyestuna. Sriman Rasarasarambi. Yeah, so beautifully decorated. So that's the Harinama chanting should be as you pick up the bead, each bead you are touching. That means these are the lotus feet of the Lord. You are massaging the lotus feet. With that attachment, one should be attached to the Lord and Lord's lotus feet. Then, so, but for that, intelligence has to be sharpened. And where the mind has to be placed, where our thought process has to be placed, where our priorities has to be placed. Otherwise, Krishna will not give. This is in the second Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 24th chapter, Atma Ram verse. There, in that chapter, this is there, verse number Saddharmasya Avabodhaya Esam Nirbandhani Mati. Then Sarvardha, so then automatically everything, all the results you will get attain the perfection. Otherwise, it's not possible. So, this is important. But how will you sharpen your intelligence is by hearing transcendental knowledge. The third chapter, Karma Yoga, at the end, what is the root cause? How can you? Before that, he is telling purpose of Gita. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma. You have to give up your lethargy, procrastination, dragging it. I will chant rest of the day. So I will go to temple later. Let me sleep. Today is weekend. So this is a procrastination that is there. Krishna is saying, give up lethargy. He also, no, I will want to go to forest. Why to take all this headache? Why should I fight with my own kinsman? So, but Lord is telling, this is the purpose of Gita Prabhupada's writing. One should do, for the representative of the Lord, he should perform his activities under the guidance of the Supreme Lord and Supreme Lord represent. Mai Sarvani Karman, give up your own ideas and thoughts. Nirmama, don't be attached to results. Nirasi, Nirmama. Sanyasya Adhyatma Chetas. Adhyatma Chetas means completely focus on the Lord and Lord's representative. Sannyasya Nirvasi Nirmamumuta, Sannyasya Vikata Jora. Give up lethargy and fight. Offer all your activities, results, everything to me because I am instructing you to. This is 3.30. Then, how can you do that? Then Krishna is telling at the end, you have to hear. Intelligence has to be sharpened. So, Evam Buddhe, Param Buddha, Samstabhya. That is the only way you can control. So because all other unwanted thoughts are there, unwanted activities, different priorities, different goals of life. Krishna is not our goal. Otherwise, every day we will wake up and chant. If Krishna is our goal, that is the first thing we will start with. If Krishna is not our main goal, we will not start. So, if he is the main goal, then that is the first thing we will start. Regularly, every day you will think about that goal. Where am I on the goal? Where am I in that path of perfection? Where I stand? What I'm like? How can I get there? Everybody, those who have come to US, how can I get a car? How can I buy a home? Better apartment, better things always. For that we plan, execute because that is the priority. Priorities will keep shifting. Okay, now buy a home. Next what? So accordingly plan or vacation. Then you plan accordingly. You book in the office. You tell your manager. All this planning is there. But who's planning for Krishna? Okay, you want to attain perfection, but Shastra is clearly telling. All Bhagavad Gita is Satatam Kirtayantam. Antakala is everywhere is telling that. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasana. If you don't practice the chanting, there is no way you can actually think of me. It's not possible. It is impossible task. There is no way you can attain me. Mm, yes. So that's why we have to look at the primary instruction. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling same thing. That's why Prabhupada has given all instructions of Bhaktivinoda Thakur as well in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. You'll find Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If you want to attain prema, nama to prema, holy name to love of Godhead, uh, then you have to chant the holy name very fixed up without attachment results to karma, gnana, yoga, puja, pratishta, labha, all these things you have to give up. You should be simply attached to the holy name. And you should give mercy to Daya. Jivera Daya, Namaruchi. These two things, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very much stressed. When he went to South India, it was Kurmaran same thing. Don't run away from home. Stay there. Chant the holy name. You will be in my association always. And tell others. Whatever you are doing, just inform others and inspire them. You set an example, you do it, and you tell others. Wherever you went, all over the place, everywhere, same instruction has given. Same thing Raghunath Das Goswami also has been told in Antilila, I think Antilila chapter 6, chapter 8, chapter 6. They are all the same thing. In Madhyalila chapter 16, when he met, before he attained to that state, he told, you are running away from home. You are trying to act madly. Even though you are not qualified yet, so you have not received mercy from the spiritual master yet. You have not surrendered yourself to Lord Nityananda Balram, is representative. So you should act internally, attached to the Lord, and then things will happen very soon, very soon. But for that, you have to be patient. Vatul, don't become like this and run away. It's not going to get you the result. Stay fixed in devotion service. And then that's how then he meets Nityananda Prabhu. Then he gets the mercy. Then he was able to go to Jagannath Puri. Then when he meets, then he gives instruction. So this Arana, what is that? Don't eat luxuriously. Don't dress luxuriously. Grama katha na kaibe, na sunibe. Don't hear the material talks. What's going on? What politics going on? What cricket going on? What's going on? What they are wearing? What they are buying? So how much wealth they have? What kind of car they have? What kind of shoes they are wearing? No, don't hear and neither don't speak these things. This is not relevant. It's not every life the same thing you are doing. In this life also if you do, then simply you're wasting time. You can't get attain perfection. You can't get out of the misery, suffering, anxiety, frustration. You can't get out because you're constantly meditating on those things and which gives anxiety, suffering, which are temporary things. Then it's not going to solve your problems. Real problem you can't solve. Then you have to meditate on. You have to chant the holy name, fix it up. So this is my instruction. I have given you. You approach Saru Damodar Goswami. He is your guide. You take on, but still you want instruction from me. This is what I tell. And you meditate internally. Confidential instruction also he has given. You meditate on Radha and Krishna's pastimes of Vrindavan, Astakali Leela. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writing. This is for advanced devotee instruction. One should, those who are in the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, in the neophyte, in the beginning stage, we're all in that stage. And for that, you have to follow the process, and to attain perfection or come to Bhava Bhakti, you follow the process very rigidly. That is chanting of the holy name without 10 offenses. Same instruction Sanatana Goswami has been told in the Antilila chapter 4. So the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that Taramadhya Sarvasrishta Niraparada Namaloila Krishna Premadan. Before that, out of 64 limbs, 9 limbs are very prominent. Namaveda Bhakti. Krishna Dite Krishna Prema Dhare. He has a power to deliver you to attain Krishna. But to come to that, you have to chant the holy name. Out of 9, even more prominent is Nama Sankirtan. Niraparada Namaloila. Taramadhya Sarvasreshta. Out of all the 9 limbs, chanting of the holy name. But that has to be very mixed up chanting. If you chant early in the morning, then rest of the day you can remember Krishna. It's easy, but you have to practice it. In the association of devotee, without 10 offenses, you have to chant. Nama Prad stage, Nama, what is it, clearing stage, and then Suddhanam. Yeah. Nama Prad, Nama Vas, Suddhanam. These are 3 stages. First we do is Nam Aparad most of the time. One day Prabhupada is driving. Prabhupada is going in the car or morning. Yeah, I think an open bed truck maybe. They're going. They were everybody was chanting and everything going on. Then these some non-devotees kind of thing. Then they are mocking. Hey, this Hare Ram, Hare Krishna going on, laughing and mocking. Then Prabhupada been asked, Prabhupada, what will happen to them? So those who do. Then Prabhupada immediately said, they will be liberated. They will be stuck. Liberated? They don't even have any attraction. They are mocking it all. So if your devotee says that means it is it. Yes, because it is there in Ajamal's pastime, exact verse is there. Sanketam va, parihasam va, stovanam helanam eva, Vaikuntha nama grahanam, asesh agam harim vidu. Sanketam, however, indirectly. So not knowingly, they don't know what result they will get. So Ajamal also did that. Narayan is calling his son. He is not thinking of Lord. He is thinking only his son. But by keep repeating this chanting, and previously also he has done devotion service, repeating that same chanting, Narayana, gradually is able to remember the Lord. So then those four Vishnu Dutas has come and stopped the Amadutas. Otherwise, you would have gone to hell. So you were saved from the danger. This is the exact verse, second chapter, verse number 40. You will be saved from greatest danger, death. So for those who are practice devotion service, why to take next life? But at least Ajamil was given chance, then immediately went to Haridwar. We gave up everything and we went to Haridwar and started chanting Picture within 6 months. He was able to attain perfection. Chance is been given. But we should not wait for that. We should not be careless in executing devotional service. That is the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das going to be fixed up in this. Be in the Yukta Vairagya. Dovetail it, okay? Your car, engage, yes, bring groceries for temple, engage sadhu, drive sadhus, whatever you can do for temple service, you use it. Same thing, your home, use it. It invite the devotees or have the Lord in your at your home, worship the Lord, chant the holy name. So everything you see it. Your job also try to distribute prasadam and invite them to temple, whatever ways. Everywhere you see how to connect to Krishna, how to connect your results, your money to Krishna, your body to Krishna, your intelligence to Krishna. What else can I do? If you're IT, then what help can I do? Maybe I can develop website, I can create flyers, I can create so many things. So much, everything can be utilized. That's how Prabhupada utilized everything, recording everything on dictaphone. Um, a typewriter. As soon as the problem was there, immediately solution also. As soon as they were thinking so much Prabhupada has written, Prabhupada has recorded means, in the dictaphone, and it has to be typewritten. Nobody was there to typewrite those many, so many stacks and stacks of things were there. Who's going to do it? And then suddenly somebody walks in. He was doing research work in New York, 1967. We are talking about 66, 67. Matchless gifts. And then immediately that person walked in. What are, yeah, I'm trying to do research on the this various religions and all. Okay, yeah, we can do it here. You stay here, we'll get prasadam and everything. What can you do? So can you do typing? Yeah, yeah, I know I can do very much. I'm expert in that. So right away, just same day only. Then immediately was engaged. So because this is what when the desire, pure desire is there, automatically by the under the guidance spiritual master, these things will manifest. You will be surprised how these things come. It's not all of us, and not by chance. When our desire is proper, and when we have come to by received the mercy by Agnata Sukruti, through Sadasiv, through Tulsi Marani, Giriraj Govardhan, pure devotees, we will not know. As we practice more and more, when we look back, then we will get to know how did we come here suddenly into the process of Krishna consciousness. How did we become serious? But we have to take it seriously. After coming again, we should not be aram se then it's not going to work. We should be very fixed up. That is the instruction Lord Chaitanya is giving to Sanatana Goswami. Same thing. He is trying to make suicide because he had boils all over the body while coming from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he said, oh, what is the use of this body? So much, no use, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may hug me, then he will get all this dirty body, useless body. Let me enter under Radhayatra cut, let me give up. He said, no, you have given your body everything to me, then how can you use? That means this is not Yukta Vairagya. You are thinking, you are attached to your body, you are thinking your own independent ideas, thoughts. That is not bhakti. Then you can't attain Krishna. Not possible. You have to give yourself to Krishna, everything you should utilize. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately instructed on this Tara Madhya Sarvasreshta. You should chant the holy name without attachment. So, fourth chapter, Antilila CC, fourth chapter, verse number 70 and 71. These two verses are there. Out of 64 limbs, 9 limbs are prominent. Savanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanividi, Pumsarpitu, Vishnu, Bhakti, Chetana, Valakshana. What is that? Hearing is the topmost. Um, but then he is telling next verse immediately. Out of these, the chanting of the holy chant and hear your own Hare Krishna mantra, Krishna clearly pronounce each word and hear it. So that is the topmost path to attain Krishna. Then give up. Then you have to increase your attachment to the beauty of the Lord. Then you can chant the holy name also. And you should be in the association those who have fired up in attraction for the holy name, for the service to the spiritual master, to pleasing the acharya, pleasing the devotees. That is the most important process. Everything has to be done for pleasing the Lord. You please the Lord, then everything automatically everything will come. The results. Lord is pleased when we chant the holy name, because that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told. That is what Lord Krishna exactly told in the ninth chapter. Is telling all the important famous verses. Attaining the Supreme, we already told. And ninth chapter more explicitly is giving the exact verses, because people may question, as we question, why do you guys crazy guys you chant all the time? Because Lord Krishna is telling you follow your master or you follow, like Vallabhacharya asked, why are you chanting? So your husband's name you are not supposed to utter. Is that yes? But what husband instructs, then you should follow. That is what servant job is. Otherwise, a prostitute only. Yeah, that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately instructed. Vallabhacharya became completely, he understood what the primary instruction was. He tried to poke holes, tried to question Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, question his own Rudra Sampradaya. Lord Shiva's first Acharya is Sridhara Swami. I have written a great commentary, better than Sridhara Swami. And then only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted all these things. He told, this is not a proper consciousness you have. So then he was rejected right there, never gave mercy because of that. As soon as he went over his guru, previous acharya, then immediately rejected. Then by the mercy of Gadadhar Pandit, he was actually initiated. Gadadhar Pandit gave mercy. Then that's how he became acharya. Then he went and so opened Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, that is a Rudra Sampradaya, that Sampradaya. But originally was Vishnu Swami. So in that way, we have to understand. One should be humbly chant. Trinada Pisunu Channel, that also immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructing to Raghunath Das Goswami. These are the very important instructions. The sequence is there. So we should not be attached to the result. Then only you can chant. How can you develop attraction for the Lord? You will not be attracted even to the beauty of the Lord. You cannot even offer obeisances to the Lord properly, feelingly, lovingly. Then how will you get it? How can you chant? If you don't have feeling lovingly, you're not even offering obeisances, you're not seeing the Lord like that, then how can you? So Bilamangal Thakur is writing, Kasturi Tilake, Lalata Palake, वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे नवमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुं कण्ठे च मुक्तावलिं गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि, because he's a crest jewel from all the way from his tilak. Everything is so beautiful, so gorgeous. But who will be attracted? Many devotees are coming. Many people are coming to our temple, Sri Radha Syama Sundar Mandir, or many other all over the world, beautiful temples where Radha Krishna deities are presiding. But how many are getting attracted? They see it, yes, nice, very nice. They may feel happy and they go away. But not captivated. Because of the material attraction, material attachment results is there. Similar verse is there. I was reading yesterday, Amarendra Prabhu and Lord Jagannath. Same verse. There it is. Um, Niladri Chodamani, Lord Jagannath is explained in the same way. He is the crest jewel so the whole universe. So it's a beautiful verse. Just like for Lord Krishna, exactly, here the verse is explained by Bilamangal Thakur. How his tilak is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. as Vallabhacharya Prabhu also, Ataram Maduram Maduradipate. So, same way, everything, whatever Lord does, the way he stands, the way he plays the flute, the way he performs Kauvadi pastimes or Vatsalya pastimes or the Madhurya pastimes, any pastimes, anything he does, everything is beautiful. But one has to be captivated by it, by the Lord's beauty, Lord's holy name, Lord's pastimes, Lord's qualities. But who can do it? Only if you are an association of devotees and you do it feelingly, lovingly. If you do it in the association, those who are feeling and loving, love, then you can also get it. Because these devotees have met Prabhupada, and because he has it, he has the fire, he has the love. That's how everybody was attracted. It's not so much about the philosophy; all those are there, but main thing is Prabhupada has the fire, he has the purity, he has the intense love for the Lord. That's after 70 plus years old, he could come to Western world. He was sitting in Radha Damodar Mandir. He has everything. He doesn't need to come here at all. But he has come. He didn't want to go back to India actually. He didn't want to go back for preaching. But Rukmini Dwarkadish, Lord told, no, you have to go. How can I go? My Guru has told me, he has given me the Western world. He didn't tell me to preach in India. So how can I disobey the order of spiritual master? So Lord told, no, I'm instructing you. I'm instructing you, you should go. So everything fell in its place. As that happened, that time this poison has come into the movement. Now Prabhupada is not the spiritual man, he is the Lord Krishna himself. And then they started removing no more AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shabbat. No, they have removed Bhakti Vedanta. Not even Swami, not even Prabhupada. They have removed all kinds of things. They started doing it. They are printing no Prabhupada even name. So they did so many different things. This has come from his own god brother from Gaudiya Mutts. They have preached, they have written, tried to instruct different ways, and they got bewildered, and they made this idea. Prabhupada is now the Lord. He's not really telling, but he is the Lord. So in that way, Prabhupada, as soon as he heard it, immediately he has come and he arranged a meeting and told, expel these four candidates, and then you take sannyas. So I told they all are taken. Then go and preach by your own. So they came, they tried, and then from there they started. After a year or so, 6 months, a year, Prabhupada still come back, and then he allowed them to come in. They went on preaching. They did many things. Went to Pakistan and many other things. Prabhupada used at the same time this has happened. It is told, and now Prabhupada didn't want to stay in this kind of and the poison has spread all over the place here. The then thought, where will you take me? Yes, India. So Europe, all this place. No, it is not far enough. Then take me to India. So that's the exact time Lord also told. So all multiple purpose, Lord also like battlefield, everything, all the purpose all at one time. Fighting, kill everybody, those who are not following the principles in fighting, doing the war only for Lord, not for self-aggrandizement. Then he brought everybody together and finished in one shot. 18 days, everybody finished. Both sides, Kaurava side, Pandava side. So that's how multiple purposes will be solved. That is Yukta Vairagya. Understanding the what we should do, what we should not do. What is desired by the Lord, what gives happiness to the Lord. That should be understood. Otherwise, we are constantly attached results. In the office or outside, investment, everywhere we are attached results. We don't even start the day with thinking of the Lord. How can I offer myself? We are not surrendered. That is the problem. Otherwise, first you start your job, you start, you buy anything, first you start. Can I do it? Is the right thing to do? Can you give me the intelligence? What should be done? Like Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukadeva Goswami. I don't know anything. What is to be done? What is not? You tell me. You instruct me. That is a proper devotee, proper practitioner. Means first you submit to the Lord and Lord's representative. I don't know anything. You guide me. Sanatana Goswami exactly submitted like that. That is ideal. He knows Sanatana Goswami, they have read so many scriptures, not one, two, so many scriptures. But still, this is the proper practice. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed him and how to lead. Five chapters are there, and Madhya Leela and Antya Leela again, second time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed. 2 months instructed very elaborately, opulence and sweetness of Lord Krishna, beauty of the Lord, his incarnations, everything. Then he instructed also on the chanting of the holy name. So Prabhu Goswami again he instructed on the same process of bhakti, how to surrender to spiritual master to receive the seed of bhakti. You have inside the heart, but it is covered up. You need a superior authority to give you awaken your knowledge. Shastra gives knowledge, but you won't be able to understand. You won't be awakened. You cannot give up the results, attachment to the results, unless you surrender to spiritual master. So, यही ब्रह्मांड ब्रह्म त्रिकोण भाग्यवान Guru Krishna Kripa by Bhakti Lata Bij, that seed of bhakti has to be sown by the spiritual master. This Rupa Goswami has been instructed in chapter 19. In this way, everything you connect back, everything fall in its place. Attachment to the Lord, to the chanting of the holy name. All of them are instructed on the same process in different ways. And Rupa Goswami is also instructed chanting of the holy name is also there in that. Under the guidance of spiritual master, because otherwise 10 offenses you won't know. The Guru is telling one thing and disciple is doing something else. Uh, yes, this is the thing. That's why I asked first thing, who is have you got the authorization? Did you consult your Guru? Did you consult the advanced Guru? Uh, who has given you permission to do this? No, I'll chant these many rounds, or I'll do these things. I will go to the Vrindavan. I will go to Maya. I will go. You can go anywhere, but have you taken guidance? How will you go there? Do you have association or devotees? What will you do there when you go there? So many things you have to consider. So that's under the guidance of advanced devotee spiritual master you do, then you will have a proper result, you will get proper perfection, attain perfection. Otherwise, it's not possible because we'll do the wrong thing. So, what's the name? One of the sannyasi asked Prabhupada, so what should I do or something? So, how will I know? He said, no, you won't know what to do, what not to do. That's why I'm here. So, yes, Dayananda Prabhupada also told, yes, how can you become, how can I attain perfection? How can these conditioned souls, those are too much attached, those industrialists, all this, they want to meet him. Then, yes, he didn't have his Bhakti Vedanta song. That's why he cannot attain perfection. He needs the mercy of spiritual master. They have given. No, they should read, they should chant, they should do this. All these resolutions were given by different disciples. Prabhupada asked, what do you say? How will he come to perfection? How can I attain Krishna? They have given all the answers from Prabhupada. You said in the Bhagavad Gita like this, quoted also. No, he didn't. Okay, no, this is external. Go on. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ramananda. When he came to this, somebody said, they need to have Bhakti Vedanta. So that means they need to have one who's self-realized soul. That they should have in the life. And then they can practice. They can follow the Bhagavad Gita, they can follow Srimad Bhagavatam, they can follow Chaitanya Charitamrita. Is open. Otherwise, you won't know what is to be done. Bhagavatam is talking so many things. What will you do? In some place like Lord Shiva is given to Pachitas, different mantra. Dromara is given different mantra. Because time place occurs, some of these happen in Satyuga, some of these happen in Dwapara Yuga, some of them happen in Treta Yuga. Which mantra will do? What is been instructed by Sri Chaitanya, what is been given by spiritual master, what is has given by Sampradaya Acharya. That's what you have to follow. If you chant something else, even though it may be there in the Shastra, but you are not qualified to chant that. It is the holy name still. When can you attain perfection? Only if you chant the holy name, what is been given, authorized by the Acharya. For the age, for Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the one which is given by the Kali Santarna Upanishad. It is directly given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago. And all the parampara is going on. So that mantra is given because on the authority of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was there, it's not, he didn't invent this. This Mahamantra is there previously for millions of years ago. It has always been there. Narottam Das Thakur is telling them, what he said, Goloke Premadan Harinam Sankirtan. Lotina Janmila. He's telling this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not now, it's there, always there. Earlier it was in the previous Treta, it was Hare Rama first, then Hare Krishna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given exact mantra as the sequence, as whatever he has given, that is the exact same thing one has to chant. Everything lies on the order. Without empowerment, you chant any mantra. There is no way you can actually get the right results. You will get some credit for sure, but you cannot give up the attachment. You cannot attain. Not possible. So I can prove you so many evidences, so many Shastra quotations. It's a very other day also I told. What is that? Verse which I told. Nissamsaya tad bhakta. Nissamsayas. Before that, it is not whether you attain perfection or not, no guarantee. If you worship the Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu, no guarantee. Unless you are in touch in the association of the devotee, Lord's represented, then guaranteed. Krishna said the same thing in Bhagavad Gita. Kaunteya pratijam name bhakta pranasyati. My devotee loved. You could have told directly. Many instructions he told directly only. But this instruction were Arjuna, you declare to the whole world. Because he can break the promise. He has taken the weapon, the chariot wheel in front of Bhishma. He told, I will not take it. But he has broken because for his devotee. For Arjuna's sake, it too. So that way but once his devotee declares, pure devotee says, you are going to go back, come back to God this life. That's it. Lord has to give that. No other chance. For the Lord, he has to prompt. He has to prove it. The Lord said, yes, Lord Nrsimha is here in the pillar. Right away he appeared. Whatever pure devotee says, then Lord has to fulfill that. So that's why we have to go with the pure devotee. Yeah. Siddhir bhavati vaneti. Achyuta Ratatma. If you are directly worshipping Lord Krishna, no guarantee. Siddhir vaneti. Va means may not be. No guarantee. But Nissamsaya Tat Bhakta. Achyuta Bhakta Ratatma. Sorry. So Nissamsaya means no guarantee. Guarantee you attain perfection. Provided you are under the guidance of the advisor. This is the instruction from Bhagavad Gita, also same thing. Chapter by action Krishna consciousness doesn't start. Karma Yoga is explained what you should do. There also is telling everything you should offer to me. You read the purport, and then fourth chapter begins transcendental knowledge. The last verse Krishna is telling 34. You should surrender to spiritual master. Is telling. For Arjuna, Krishna is spiritual. For us, Guru means he has to be physical. He has to be in front of you. Yes, he has to be living in this world. Then you surrender to that master. No. Ramanuja will say, I will surrender to him. No, you cannot. What will you realize? How will you know? What is instruction? How will you know? So you may say that I appeared in my dream. He told me this one, that one. No, you are not Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. To do that, neither you are Arjuna. Directly instruct. You need somebody who is living. All the sampradayas are going like that only. All the four mountains, exactly same thing going on. Their disciples are giving the initiation. That means the guru has to be physical. He has to be living. You cannot take initiation from somebody. You're not Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur either. They are the directly coming of spiritual. They can do those things. He has taken sannyas in front of the picture of his guru. So though they can do, you can't imitate that. So everything has to be. Durga Devi has been given. Haridas Thakur has given. Durga Devi tried to test the Haridas Thakur, and then at the end she failed. Yes, I want test. This is in somewhere in the forest, in a cave. He was there sitting and chanting, and she has appeared the second time. Earlier, proscriptives came also. Ramachandra can't try to because of enviousness. But the Thakur unfazed. So, second time this has happened. Durgadevi directly want test. Haridas Thakur, he couldn't budge, so he keep on chanting. Then finally, then he gave, I want mantra. Have been given by Rama mantra given by Lordship of my husband. I want to receive now Hare Krishna mantra, Krishna mantra. Then she received from Haridas Thakur. This is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You'll see this. Yes, then this we have to understand. This is because Lord Shiva also telling the same thing. So he's telling yes, topmost worship is Lord Vishnu's worship, but then he's telling again next Tasma Parataram Devi Tadiyanam Samarthanam. But who has understood? Only who is really lovingly has worshipped Lord Shiva, then he will instruct. He will give the right desire, right consciousness, right association, where to send, everything. Those who are doing the attached, they want to do their independent ideas, then he also will not. Why should I care? Why should he instruct? Because you're not ready. If you're ready, then the Paramatma is there watching, then he will send one of the authority, one part represented. Otherwise, he is not going to arrange because you have your own ideas. Lord cannot force, Guru cannot force. When you are on the right platform, then things will happen. Then the arrangement will come. So that is an important principle, not to be attached to the material results. Even spiritual results, we should not. We should engage under the guidance. So then we'll know exactly what we've done in what situation. Otherwise, we won't know. Because we're not, when we come to the pure platform, then we will know everything intelligence. Tesham sataduktanam bhajatam pritipuram dadam buddhi yogantam. So, whom I will give? Only those who are 24 by 7 thinking of me, doing it for me and with love and devotion, then for them I can give the intelligence. We are not on that platform. Prabhupada was in that platform, spiritual master in that platform. That's why we have to act under their guidance. What they instruct, that's what we have to do. If you do something else, you may chant the holy name, you may do 64 limbs, but the result you can't get. You can't attain perfection. That's very clear throughout. That's why all the six Goswamis, whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is what exactly they did. They didn't do something else. They are expert, but they followed the guidance. That's how they attained perfection. All the four monopersons, everywhere. Anybody attained perfection, sitting in somewhere, they have followed the guidance of spiritual man, then only they attain. Otherwise, you cannot, it is impossible. Now look at the verse and references, whatever I have explained. Translation by Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Time is up already. So to just explain the context. Learned scholars and transcendentalists therefore condemned the materialistic path of fruitive activity because it is the original source and breeding ground. Original source means that's how we are here in the material world. Because I want to be the center, I am to be the Lord. I should enjoy. Why should Lord be in the center? The spiritual world means Lord is in the center. Everybody is serving the Lord. So, but here material, we are in the center. Now that has to be changed. Lord should be in the center. Our home, who is the master? That's why we don't call our home Jagannath Mandir, Jagannath's home, Radha Madhav's home, Ladu Gopal's home. So that at least slowly, gradually we become, yes, it is actually Lord's home. He is the master. I am the servant. I should ask, take permission, what I should do. So for everything, what I do. Then only he is the master of the house. If I am the master, if he is the servant, then we will do whatever we like. But if he is the master, he is the controller, he is the owner of the home, then we will ask everything. So, what should I do? Can I buy this? Can I do this? So that's how we have to. This is Yukta Vairagya. So that is what is original source, means attached to the results. And breeding ground for material means is both in this life and next life. This will go on until we stop it. Purport by Prabhupada, not knowing the value of life, karmis create situations whereby they suffer in this life and next. Unfortunately, karmis are very attached to material sense gratification. And not only, even the bhaktas are also attached. When we are unripe mango, when we are beginning, then we are also attached results. How come I am not able to attain perfection? I am chanting. How come this? I have this job problem now. I am chanting. I am coming to temple regularly. Why this is not happening? That is not happening. So that means attach your results. Lord, you can't demand the Lord. When He is pleased, then He will give everything. Ananya Vedana Paripasya, Tesham Nityabhyuktam Yogana. I will take care of everything, material, spiritual, everything. For whom? Ananya Chantayantam. Have you come to that part or no? Then he is not obligated. He may do it for many, but he is not obligated. He will be obligated when one is Ananya Chantayantam. His 24 pages is completely picked up. I am yours, O my Lord. Not theory, but practically is really in the heart is really desiring. I am yours. You tell me what to do. And then for that devotee, Lord will maintain. Material is everything. Then he is obligated because he has surrendered himself. But Lord has to do it. In other cases, no, he is not obligated. So that is the point. That's why it's not only karmis, devotees are also attached to the result. They cannot appreciate the miserable condition of material life, neither in this life or nor in the next. Therefore, Vedas enjoin that one should awaken to spiritual consciousness. That's what rest If you read the Shastra, what will you do every day? Um, every day, and you give the example like military academy. What has happened to Bombay? That big problem. These Naxalites and these people came to attack in that hotel, Taj or whatever, Oberoi. So all these NGOs and these guards, different kinds of people came experts. They have been trained every day. Then exactly in that situation, what to do, they will know. When they have been trained, suddenly you put them on, what will they do? How can they fix the problem? They won't know. But you have been trained every day, you are doing so. Same way, every day you study the scripture, then it will solve the problem. You will know what is to be done. Suddenly wake up once a week or once a month, you want to read now, and then it will solve. No, you won't know. So, but those every day one is reading, following the authority and following regularly, practice the chanting and hearing, all this, then reading. then it will happen. Yeah, somebody asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what will happen when you, what will happen? Reporter is asking, not a devotee. What will happen to the movement when you live, when you are gone? So when you die, that's what exactly. I never die. Then immediately again followed and told. Means I always live in my books. So that's why one has to read Prabhupada books. Because these books are written for next 10,000 years is called golden period. These are law books. The Prabhupada is instructing based on the Siddhanta given by the Lord throughout the parampara, what is been instructed, that is condensing it for this time, place, circumstance, what is relevant, that Prabhupada has condensed it and given in the purports. So that's it. So relevant to understand. So this particular verse is quoted in 9.27. It is called Karmarpan. Before the Ramananda Raya chapter 8 in Antilila, you will see that. First, as I've been asked, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, tell me, ultimate goal of how will you attain it? Tell me the process. Then he told, yeah, you engage in Varnashram. Varnashramacharata Purushayana Puman Vishnu or Aradhya Nanyata. Through Varnashram, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, all these different Varnas, different ashrams, you engage. He said, no, this is external. Iho Bahya, Age Kahu Ar. Then he told next this verse. Said, this is a karmarpan. Offer the results. No, this is also not possible in this life. In Kali Yuga, it is not possible. One, Iho Bahya, Age Kahu Ar. Then he talked about Sarvadharman Parichit. That also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected. No, this is not possible. Who has surrendered? Who has given up all other dharma and simply following Krishna? No, not possible. And that is, he called it as Swadharma Tyag. Yeah, Swadharma Tyag. Yeah. Or Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Or that's the next one, I think. So then he quoted Brahma Bodha Prasanna Atmana. So that is Gnana Mishra Bhakti. Jnana Sunya Bhakti. Then he quoted to this verse, Jnane Priyasam Udapasi. Give up your speculation. Sthane Stutigatam Tanuvan Manobir. Prayasa Jita Ajita Strailokam. When you endeavor, use your body, mind, that anybody can do. So you don't need to, whatever previous background is, whatever Varna, Ashram, which country, which place, whatever you are eating, drinking, whatever, maybe. But now, you just somehow or the other use your body. That's how all these Western do all over the world, in Japan, Philippines, Pakistan, Iran, Russia, how they're coming. They have no idea what is Krishna consciousness, they have no idea what the soul or body, no idea. Simply come in touch with Sankirtan devotees, simply come to temple, they clean the dishes, they do something, and then in a few days they completely change their consciousness, everything, all the bad habits, everything stop. So yes, this is the process. So that's why one has to know. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told. All that earlier, because it's you have to be in higher consciousness to do Sarvadharma Practice is not easy. That means everything you fix up, whatever Krishna, that only I will do. We are on that platform. We ourselves practice so many months and years. We are not in that platform. What to speak of those who are in the freshers? They have no idea what is Bhagavad Gita. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is knowing what Kali Yuga happens, what happens to people. He has rejected all these things. Even this was also rejected. So he said somehow or the other. That's why anybody coming to temple, we engage him in service. Whatever service, different services you can do. But otherwise, generally one has to chant, one has to be initiated, one has to be chanting 16 rounds for so many months and years. Then one will be allowed to do service. But we know that we have to be more merciful. We have to be compassionate. Somehow or the other, give them some service. This one or that one. Engage them service. Yes. Otherwise, what is the deliverance? How will they? Because the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed like this: body, mind, senses, use, engage them. Then, yeah, day after that, or tomorrow, after a month, after a few months, few years, they will start chanting 16. Initially, maybe not. Through service, then develop attachment. This attachment results, all this dirtiness will go away. Without dirtiness going away, how can you understand why should I chant? Why should I worship Lord? You won't understand it. When the purification starts happening, then you can understand things better. So, what is the real goal of life? Why it is so rare to get human life? To what? To do what? To worship the Lord. So, that's why this verse is being quoted by the Lord to offer. Okay, offer the results. And Bhagavad Krishna is telling Arjuna, anyway you are going to eat, anyway you are going to sleep, anyway you are going to do many things. So that you do it for me, and that is the primary instruction here. Oh, son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, All that you offer and give away, as well as austerity that you may perform, should be done as an offering to him. Because many people do different austerities. Okay, even though may not be completely aligned by the Guru, but okay, at least you offer to me. Then slowly, Lord will arrange, send to the Guru, and then he will be fixed up. But first, he has to start somewhere. So that's the Lord is instructing. Okay, anyway, you are doing so many things. Do it for me. Charity, austerity, so many things people are interested in. So feeding people and doing all that. Okay, at least do that for me, because they attach the result. Otherwise, you want to put a board there. I have given this donation for this place, this thing, that thing. This is again problem. So, but you do it for me, then at least you'll be elevated to the next level. This is Bhagavad Arpita Nishkam Karma. You may not be attached results also, because you already have enough things. But that also will not work. You have to do it for Krishna. Bhagavad Arpita, then actually it has the right result. Then that is bhakti. If you do it not attach results, but is that if you are not doing for the Lord, then it is not bhakti. As soon as you do it for the Lord, then comes bhakti, beginning of bhakti stage. So that we have to understand. The results of all one's actions should be utilized for not for sense gratification, but for the mission of the Supreme Person. The Supreme Lord gives all information Bhagavad Gita about the aim of life. And at the end of Bhagavad Gita, he demands surrender unto him. People do not generally like this demand, but one who cultivates spiritual knowledge for many births eventually surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Bhunam Janmanamate Gnanaman Mahaprabhu Vasudeva Sarva Samahatma Sudurla, very rare. Even this instruction is exceptionally rare and is very difficult to do, even for us. And that's why we have to follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction. He made it even more easy. Not only. As a devotee, he could understand what's going on in Kali Yuga, what is going to happen. He appeared in Kali Yuga only 500 years. This is giving in the opera before Kali Yuga started, Lord Krishna has given. This is an instruction also relevant. And we keep on practicing under Chaitanya, then we'll come to this stage. But initially, we won't be on this stage. We won't be able to practice it. So that's why we have to follow the guidance of the Lord and for the verses so that we can understand what we are describing. So here in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhajanera Madhya Sareshta Navaveda Bhakti Krishna Prema Krishna Dite Dare Mahasekti. This is in chapter 4 Antilila. Sanatana Goswami is in second time meeting. He told among the execution of devotion service, 9 prescribed methods, Sravanam Kirtanam. It has great potential to deliver, but then immediately instructed that next one is telling out of all of that, Tara Madhya Sarvasrishta Nama Sankirtan Niraparada Namaloile Paya Premudan. You have to chant the holy name without offenses. That you cannot do it unless you are in the association. You cannot do it unless you have got the mercy from spiritual master. Yes, we will be there for so long in Nama Aparad stage. You can't even come to Nama Vas without spiritual master's mercy and sadhu. And that's why you keep serving them, keep following them, keep hearing from them, and keep serving them. Whatever, you give a water, you give a garland, you give a flower, you give some donation, whatever, different ways, you keep serving them, follow their guidance, and then gradually, by that, naturally, we become dirtiness will go away, then we can come, we can chant to the Nam of our stage will come by that. Otherwise, it's not possible. We won't know. We won't know what is offense. Whether we are behaving, acting properly as per the sadhu and guru and shastra, we won't know. But by serving, by being in the association, then Lord will indicate us. This is not good. This you correct it. All these things. Otherwise, we won't know. So because everything we are for our intelligence is not proper, not sharpened yet. So that's why this is very important. Now, this is in chapter 24. So this has been instructed by the Lord. Why it is difficult? Why difficult? This verse also I quoted. This and next verse, both. For two reasons. Krishna doesn't give himself because we are attached to results. This is the problem. That's why this verse is important. Sadhana avgair. You may do sadhana, great, but not under the guidance, and you are attached to results. And this is the problem. Sadhana avgair. Mass of, you may chant so many rounds every day for whole life. Still, may not be possible to attain Krishna. Sadhana avgair, anasangair. Because you have attachment. Two reasons you cannot attain Krishna. One is attachment results. Second, Krishna doesn't give himself easily. But if you are do it for Krishna's representative, then he is obligated. He cannot do that. As soon as his pure devotee says, no, he is very nicely doing it for serious and sincere. Then you have to make him attain perfection this life only. take him back from it. Yes, then Lord has to give. Otherwise, no guarantee. Sadhana ho gaye, anasangay, alabhya suchradabhi. It's very difficult. Harina cha asu adeyete dvida sasya sudurlava. This is the translation. Devotional perfection is very difficult to attain for two reasons. First, unless one is attached to Krishna, he cannot attain devotional perfection. Even if he renders devotion for a long time, we are rendering maybe few months, few years, or many years. Still, no guarantee. So, second, Krishna does not easily deliver perfection in devotion service. He will give liberation. See the verse. Muktim dadati karichit recorded. Yes, everything we are going by Prabhupada purpose. Liberation he will give. That's not a big deal. But to enter into Vrindavan in Das Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya, not possible. Because that he himself has to give himself. He has to give himself. That when he is really perfected, really following the authority here and doing it as pleasing to them, then because you may do many things in this world for yourself. I like this, I like that, I want to do that. Yes, you can go on doing it, but if it is not authorized, it is not done for the law, pleasure of the representative of the Lord and the Lord, then he is not obligated to give himself. He can give liberation. You can enter into Vaikuntha in Dasjaras, master servant relation, but you can't enter into Vrindavan. That is not possible. Liberation also means also merging into Brahmana presence. But that is a danger. You come again to this material world. No variety there, no person there to interact or do service. That is, this verse is very important. Proper writing, that's why. Very difficult to obtain. This was also, after this, then Prabhupada is quoting this. Krishnadas was quoting. Tesham satudiktanam bhajitam priti purvakam. Whom you like give intelligence? When one is executing regularly, chanting the holy name, engaging in devotion service. Even the previous verse, which quoted, so 171. Uh, the 7 page, yeah, this one. Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes this verse. Sadharmasya avabodha, this we quoted in the beginning of the class. Sadharmasya avabodhaya yesham nirbandhini mati. Nirbandhini means you are fixed up, unflinching. Rain or shine, freezing. I wake up and I chant. Whether I sit in the train, bus, doesn't matter. Even if I am on the toilet, I will not chant on the beach, I will chant. If that's where I am, somewhere the problem is there, then chant. That's it. No matter what, every day. 4:30 to 2 to 8, 3 to 8, whatever, 2 hours, 4 hours. It is meant exclusively only for chanting the holy name of the Lord, only for the Lord, Lord's representative, not for anybody else. Exclusive time. It has to be fixed up no matter what. That is Nirbandhani Mati. It's not easy to get. Many devotees are practicing for all over ISKCON, but how many of them are doing that? Very rare. It's not easy. That's why Krishna Prem is also very rare for this reason, because one has to be sold out completely to the Lord, or Lord's representative first, and then he can give himself. Because what will you do there in the spiritual world? If you are not sold out here, what will you do there? There, all the devotees are sold out to their representative. Raghunath Das Goswami will not do anything until Prabhu Goswami is giving the signal. What is to be done? How the flower should be, how the garland should be, how the dress should be, how the boat should be, how the arrangement should be. He will give signs, then he will do there. But if you don't do it here under the authority, then how can you be allowed there? Because you will do independently there also. That's no one will be allowed like that. Especially in Golokanda, no one will allow like that. And Sadaji himself to to enter into rasa dance, he couldn't go as is. He has to ask Unda Devi and Purnamasi. Then when they allowed, then okay, deep in Manasika, then he became a gopi, Gopeswara. Then what is his job service? To protect, make sure right people are entering, Dham, protect. Those who have independent ideas, yeah, show them all the dirtiness of the holy Dham. You will see all the dirtiness only. You cannot find the actual Lord Krishna there, because you are always seeing all the external things you are seeing. But when is rightly situated, he has the right desire, right consciousness, then his job is to bring them close to the Lord. Those who doesn't have, then he will keep them nicely, externally attached results and whatnot. And that is his job everywhere. In Jagannath Puri is there, all the holy dhams. Badrinath, you look at all the holy dhams, Lord Shiva is protecting. He is protector of dham, protector of the Lord. He is serving in many different ways. So that can only understand if you follow the Lord represented, then you can understand Mahajana. Understand sadhu also is very difficult. So, especially Lord Shiva is the most ununderstood. Most. Because the way, because he doesn't trust, he has snakes, he has so many things, you can't understand him by looking at him. So even followers of him also many don't understand his position, what he does, what activities he does, what is attached to, who is his Lord, what is he meditating on. You have to look at Srimad Bhagavatam gives you all what is he meditating on. So he's meditating on Sankarshan Ram, Lord Balram, that is his master. So that's what he's telling. So everywhere, Lord Srimad Bhagavatam, attached to the Lord. That's what he's meditating on. Otherwise, why is he in Vrindavan? He wants to see Lord Krishna. When he was born, he was there. He is there in Vrindavan. Everywhere he's there. Wherever Lord's performing pastimes, there, everywhere he's there. All these pastimes is there always. So that understanding who can get, so only those who are nirbandhani mati. He's fixed up. That's why always. He's not. He doesn't want to be disturbed. That's why he'll give. You want it? Okay, take it. Run away. Don't disturb. He'll go on meditating. Yes, and you will not be attracted to anything else. That is nirbandhani mati. By his mercy, by the acharya's mercy, Mahajana's mercy, then you can get it. If you don't draw your mercy from them, you can't become fixed up. It's not possible. That's what it means here. Achirada eva sarvartha siddhyati evam avipsuta esham. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and those who have unflinching, undeviating intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Because those who have it, you have to grab them. Grab the mercy from them. You serve them, you follow them, then they will give you the mercy. Okay, they will pray to the Lord, special prayers. Make him pure devotee, remove all his material and spiritual all obstacles, and then Lord has to give. Yes, so that's why we need. On our own, we can do sadhana, but through sadhana bhakti, it's extremely, exceptionally rare to be perfect. Kripa siddhi, yes, it is very much possible for anybody. You could be very poor in devotion, he has no idea what is devotion, sir, but he start practicing under the guidance and is always drawing the mercy and following the instruction. For them, he can attain in this life only. He doesn't need to wait next life, even though he has done so many simple activities. He's a no devotee family. He's not, his family is not a devotee. But as soon as he start practicing like that under the guidance very seriously, sincerely, submissively, then perfect in this life only. He doesn't need to wait next life. It's not so much about sadhana and endeavor, but it is the mercy, what we do, under whose guidance we do. That is very important. Then we'll come to Namabhas and Suddhanam will come very quickly because following the guidance. And that's why this verse is also quoted. Desired goal very soon. So all these verses are references so that we understand. So same thing he told. This is in verse number where Antilila is telling. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is before that we should refer to the Madhya chapter 16. What did Raghunath Das Goswami has been told by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very famous verse. Note it down, refer it, read again. Make this a point to reflect it. 16 chapter 237. What he is telling. What we are to do. Because many times we want to jump. I want to go here, I want to go there. Without the guidance of spiritual master. That is not allowed. स्थिर होया गरे याव ना होया वातुल क्रमे क्रमे पाया लोक भाव सिंधु कुल be patient return home don't be crazy fellow by and by you will be able to cross the ocean of material existence so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go back home practice it when time is right I will instruct so after 6 months or a year or so he practiced like that. And then he met Nityananda. By the Lord's mercy, he has arranged. Now we are perfect. And then he met. That's everything. You have to be patient and follow the process. Then very soon you'll attain spiritual master. Everything will happen. But provided you follow under the guidance, in the association, you practice it, things will happen very quickly. You are doing it for them. You are doing it for yourself. Your attached results. You are doing it for your own pleasure. Then may not be possible. But if you are doing it for the acharya's pleasure, then guaranteed success very soon. You will go through the steps. Uh, because bhakti is always have step by the sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti, three stages. Within that, there are sub stages also. All those steps you will cross within one life only. You don't need another life. But if you are not very serious of doing it for ourselves, then you will take many lifetimes. No guarantee. Yes. That is the point. Be patient, return home. You have to be patient. When the spiritual master is pleased, he will instruct higher and higher stages when we are ready, when we are qualified. That we won't know. They will know. So that's why we have to wait patiently. We can pray and continue on. So this is an important instruction for the next instruction also. 230 also very important. Markata vairagya na kare loka dekana. So that's we should not do devotion service, but to show others. No, that should not be done. You do it for ourselves to please the Lord, please the Acharya, you do it. Neither at the same time, oh, so many people, I can't offer obeisance, oh, everybody is watching. No, that also should not be there. You should be fearless and do what is been asked by the authority. What is been asked by spiritual master, what is been asked by Mahajanas, that's what we should do. Who's there surrounded, what happened? Prabhupada walked into Rathayatra didn't finish. The building of the court itself not finished. It's in the middle. They started building in San Francisco. Prabhupada saw it, immediately offered obeisances. It's not dirty, everything. He offered flat obeisances. Yes, Rathayatra is not, court is not different from the Lord. That consciousness we don't have. That is the problem. Yes. We see the Lord. Yes. When our Radhayatra is happening, how many understood? The Lord has not been brought in when they came to the actual Radhayatra. How many offered obeisances? You have read these words, but you have not understood. No practical application. Yes, this is what. When you see Radhayatra in the distance, as soon as first thing you offer obeisance. Doesn't matter even in the New York streets, in Atlantic, wherever it is. Place may be dirty. Still, at least you have to fold your hands if there is no place to even offer obeisance. What can you do? This is to do with the consciousness. You have to observe. You have to see what Acharya is showing, what Prabhupada has showed, what Mahajanas are showing. This understanding has practicalities for us only. These instructions they don't need to do because they're already on a pure devotion platform. As Madhavendra Puri said, I don't need to chant Gayatris. I don't need to do all this Sandhyavandana. No, please forgive me. I'll simply. He's always remembered. 24 minutes simply remembering the Lord. For him, it is all right. But for us, yesterday my Guru Maharaj sent a monthly mail that clearly it is written. You better chant your Gayatri. If you have received your Gayatri thread even by birth, by Upanayana, if you are Vaishya, Kshatriya, Brahmana, you have received Gayatri, that you have to chant. Morning, afternoon, evening. You cannot take this to the next day. Maybe if 16 on, if you can do next day, you can make up. But this one, you can't make it up. Same day, you have to do. At the best afternoon, if you are in the office, you can do. You do the two in the evening. That is okay. But you can do next day. That I was in the hospital, I was not, that is exceptional circumstances. But as soon as I'm out, first thing, he took the Gayatri thread from Tamal Krishna Goswami, please give me your, and then he took it, he chanted. First thing, you will be thinking, he just came out from the hospital. No. So that is what consciousness means. You have to know whatever authority, whatever Prabhupada has instructed, that exactly you have to follow. They show us by example. If you don't, then disciple also will do whatever they like. Yeah, that's why we have to be clear on these points. Market Vairagya, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing Raghunath Das, which is the instruction for us, not so much because he's already come from the pure devotee from the spiritual world, but it is teaching us. You should not make yourself so bodily devote and become a false renunciate. For the time being, enjoy the material world in a befitting way and do not become attached to it. Means externally, yes, you eat, you dress, all that, just like anybody else. But you don't become attached to it. You do internally, you are completely attached to that. This is what Yukta Vairagya. That's a Makkad Vairagya is not allowed. Machana Varga is not allowed. And jumping here and there is not allowed. You follow, patiently execute devotion service under the guidance. This is very important instruction. These two verses purport also you read 237, 238 from 16th chapter Madhya. Then you come to this Antalila here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed to Raghunath Das Goswami what we should not do. Gramya katha na sunme, gramya varta na kaive, bala na kaive, ara bala na parive. Yes. What to do? Sometimes it's difficult in Grahastha life. What to do? Husband says you have to dress like this. Wife says you have to dress like this. I brought you. Why are you not wearing? There is your jewelry. So many things. Yeah, we follow it. But internally you become detached. That's what you do. What can you do? You are in ashram, you have chosen, you have made the step forward. So there's nothing much you can do. Externally, you still follow, but internally, you be conscious. You pray to the Lord, be conscious. That's what you have to do. Many things, many settings you will enter. In the marriage ceremony, different program, different things you'll enter there. Sometimes you can't get out, but you have to internally be conscious. You're chanting properly in the morning, then at least you'll be conscious and chanting there. You may be there surrounded with hundreds of people talking all kinds of things, but internally you're chanting. Yes. This principle have to be understood. That's what it means here. Any situation, you could be on the battlefield, you could be anywhere, but you can chant. Provided you're chanting in the morning, you're fixed up every day is doing, then you can do that. Otherwise, you can do it. You observe it very closely. Most of the people cannot do this because they are not waking up and chanting, they're not following the spiritual master and authority, Mahajanas. Then how can you do it? It's not, you will not have strength. You are not empowered. You will be empowered by the holy name, you are empowered by the Acharya if you follow it. Yes, this is the principle. Do not talk like people in general or not hear what they say. You should not eat very palatable food, nor should you dress very nicely. You take something so to please, so you may take, fine. But don't follow others. They are all eating hundreds of items. You will also eat. Then next day you can wake up. You will not be conscious. Also, you'll be tired. And they're telling the chanting the holy name with proper consciousness. Because so many things will happen. Many people will put us down, whatnot. But don't care for that because our goal of life is lofty. To attain that, why to worry so many things? Who's saying what? You are worried about that, you cannot chant, you cannot pay attention to what Krishna has to say, Guru has their attention has to be there. What others will do to us, yes, family, husband, wife, children, yes, that you have to attentive to what they have to say because you are there in the that you have taken the step. There you have to be attentive. But outside, at least others what they say, then you don't need to be so much attentive. What they will say 100 things. Even though you try to please them, but they may at times they are not pleased. They may criticize, they may do so many things. You don't need to. You have to consult the authority. Is it pleasing to authority? Did they say it? If they didn't say it, then you have to continue. Don't worry about what has been said by others. That's not relevant for us. Yes. So this is very important principle. That is what Trinada Pisunuchena means. If following the authority is Trinada Pisunuchena. You're doing it independently, then that is not Trinada Pisunuchena. So is instructing that, and then next instruction also. Yeah, this is the main instruction, 236. In this way, we understand everything from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given clear guidance. What you should do, what you should not do. So this way, Ramananda Rai, I think I didn't copy it, but anyway, with that, we'll stop here. Gandharaj,